Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Smart English podcast. I'm Liba, and today we're going to learn some simple and useful English conversations for beginners. Hello.
If you want to speak English with more confidence in daily life, stay with us because today's episode is packed with easy conversation tips and examples.
That's right, Jack. Many beginners think they need perfect grammar or a huge vocabulary before they can start speaking English. But the truth is that simple conversations can help you improve much faster than you think.
Today, we're going to explore easy English conversations for beginners, useful phrases, and practical examples that you can start using right away in your daily life.
So grab your notebook, relax, and get ready to practice with us. By the end of this episode, you'll feel more confident starting and continuing simple English conversations.
Let's get started and make English speaking easy, fun, and practical for everyone.
Welcome to Talk Smart English podcast.
That's a great question, Liba. Many people spend months learning grammar rules and memorizing vocabulary, but they still struggle when it's time to speak with someone in English.
Exactly. The reason is simple. English is a language, and languages are meant to be used in conversations. The more you speak, the more comfortable and confident you become.
What? Think about it this way. You cannot learn to swim by only reading books about swimming. At some point, you need to get into the water and practice. Speaking English works the same way.
Every conversation teaches you something new. You learn how people greet each other, ask questions, respond naturally, and keep a conversation going.
And don't worry about making mistakes. Every fluent English speaker made mistakes when they were learning. Mistakes are not failures. They are part of the learning process.
That's a very important point. The goal is not to speak perfect English from day one. The goal is to communicate, express your ideas, and improve a little every day. So if you're a beginner, start having simple conversations as often as possible. Even a short conversation can help you build confidence and improve your speaking skills.
The more you practice conversations, the faster your English will grow. So let's continue and learn some useful English conversations together. That's right, greetings may seem simple, but they create a friendly first impression and help conversations begin naturally.
Some of the most common greetings are hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. These are easy to remember and can be used almost everywhere.
Let's practice a simple conversation. Imagine that two people are meeting for the first time. Hello, how are you today?
Hi, I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
I'm great, thanks for asking.
That was simple, but it's exactly how many everyday conversations begin. Another useful phrase is nice to meet you. You can use it when you meet someone for the first time. Another useful phrase is nice to meet you. You can use it when you meet someone for the first time.
For example,
Hi, my name is Liba. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too, Liba.
Notice how these short and simple phrases help people feel comfortable and connected.
If you're a beginner, practice these greetings every day. Say them aloud, repeat them with confidence, and try using them whenever you meet someone.
Remember, every great conversation starts with a simple greeting. Master these basic expressions, and you'll be ready to start speaking English with confidence.
After greeting someone, the next step is usually introducing yourself. This is one of the most important skills for English beginners because introductions are used in schools, workplaces, interviews, meetings, and everyday life.
Absolutely. A good introduction doesn't need to be long or complicated. In fact, simple and clear introductions are often the best. Let's start with the basics. You can say, my name is Liba, or I'm Liba. Both are correct and commonly used in conversations.
Then you can add where you're from. For example, I'm from Pakistan or I live in Lahore. This gives the other person a little more information about you.
You can also talk about your job, studies, or interests. For example, I'm a student, I work as a teacher, or I enjoy reading books and learning English.
Let's listen to a simple introduction conversation.
Hi, my name is Liba. I'm from Pakistan, and I'm an English learner. I enjoy practicing English and meeting new people.
Nice to meet you, Liba. My name is Jack. I'm from Canada, and I work as a graphic designer. In my free time, I like traveling and listening to podcasts.
That's a great example. Notice that we shared our names, where we're from, what we do, and a little about our interests.
The key is to keep your introduction simple, natural, and confident. You don't need to use difficult words to make a good impression.
Practice introducing yourself every day. The more you do it, the easier and more natural it will become.
And remember, a confident introduction is often the beginning of a great conversation.
Now that you know how to introduce yourself, let's move on to asking simple questions and keeping the conversation going. Once you've introduced yourself, the next step is to keep the conversation moving. One of the easiest ways to do that is by asking simple questions.
Exactly. Good conversations are not just about talking about yourself. They are also about showing interest in the other person. Asking questions helps you learn more about them and keeps the conversation interesting. Some common beginner friendly questions are, Yudek, what's your name? Where are you from? What do you do? And what are your hobbies? Some common beginner friendly questions are, Yudek, what's your name? Where are you from? What do you do? And what are your hobbies? These questions are simple, polite, and useful in many situations. Let's hear a short example.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Jack. What's your name?
I'm Liba. Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from Canada. How about you?
I'm from Pakistan. What do you do?
I'm a graphic designer. And what do you do?
I'm an English learner and podcast host.
See how easy that was? By asking a few simple questions, we were able to keep the conversation going naturally.
Another important tip is to listen carefully to the answers. Good communication is not only about speaking, it's also about listening and responding appropriately.
That's right. When someone answers your question, try asking a follow-up question. This makes the conversation feel more natural and engaging.
The more questions you ask, the more opportunities you create to practice English and build confidence.
So don't be afraid to ask simple questions. They are one of the most powerful tools for starting and maintaining a conversation.
Great job, everyone. Now let's continue and learn how to talk about daily activities in English.
Now let's move to something very practical. Talking about your daily activities. This is one of the most useful parts of English conversations because we talk about our routine almost every day.
Exactly. When you can describe your daily life in English, you can have real conversations with anyone. Friends, classmates, or even new people you meet. Let's start with simple sentences. You can say things like, I wake up early, I go to school, I go to work, or I study English at home.
Or you can say, in the afternoon, I study or work, and in the evening, I relax and watch videos or spend time with my family.
Let's hear a short conversation.
What do you usually do every day? I usually wake up at 7 a.m., then I go for a walk and start my work.
That sounds nice. Do you study or do any hobbies in your free time?
Yes, I practice English and listen to podcasts. What about you?
I record podcasts, study English, and sometimes read books.
Perfect. That's a natural way to talk about your daily life.
The important thing is to keep your sentences simple. You don't need difficult grammar, just clear and honest information about your routine.
And remember, the more you talk about your daily activities, the more fluent and confident you become.
So try practicing this every day. Even talking to yourself in English about your routine can help a lot. So try practicing this every day. Even talking to yourself in English about your routine can help a lot.
Great job, everyone. Now let's move to the next part, how to make new friends in English.
Now let's talk about something exciting, making new friends in English. For many beginners, this can feel a little scary, but it's actually very simple when you use the right sentences.
Yes, and the key is to start small. You don't need perfect English to make friends. You just need friendly words, a smile, and a little confidence.
You can begin a conversation with simple lines like, Hi, how are you? Is this seat taken? Or do you come here often? These are natural ways to start talking to someone new.
Another good way is to show interest in the other person. For example, you can ask, what do you like to do in your free time? Or, do you enjoy studying English?
Let's see a short example. Hi, my name is Liba. Do you mind if I sit here?
Hi, Liba. Sure, please sit. I'm Jack.
Nice to meet you, Jack. Are you a student or do you work?
I work as a designer. What about you?
I'm a podcast host and I also teach English.
That's interesting. I like learning new languages too.
See how a simple greeting turned into a friendly conversation? That's how friendships start in real life.
The most important thing is to be natural. Don't overthink your sentences. Even small talk can lead to long friendships.
And remember, everyone likes friendly and respectful people. So just be kind, ask simple questions, and listen carefully.
If you practice this regularly, you'll feel much more comfortable talking to new people in English.
Great. Now let's move forward and talk about common mistakes beginners should avoid. Now let's talk about something very important for beginners. Common mistakes in English conversations. Because if you know the mistakes, you can avoid them and improve faster.
Exactly. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a new language, but being aware of them helps you become more confident and fluent.
One common mistake is translating word by word from your native language into English. This often makes sentences sound unnatural or confusing.
But for example, instead of thinking in your language and translating, try to learn simple English phrases as a whole, like, how are you, or what do you do?
Another mistake is worrying too much about grammar. Many beginners stop speaking because they are afraid of making grammar mistakes.
But remember, communication is more important than perfection. Even if your grammar is not perfect, people can still understand you if your message is clear. But remember, communication is more important than perfection. Even if your grammar is not perfect, people can still understand you if your message is clear.
A third mistake is not practicing enough. Watching videos or reading is helpful, but speaking practice is what really builds fluency.
Let's not forget another important point, being afraid to speak. Many learners stay silent because they lack confidence.
Dates. The solution's simple. Start small. Speak short sentences, practice daily, and don't be afraid of making errors. Dates. The solution's simple. Start small. Speak short sentences, practice daily, and don't be afraid of making errors. Mistake? I go yesterday market.
Correct. I went to the market yesterday.
See? Small corrections make a big difference over time.
The key message is don't aim for perfection, aim for progress.
Every mistake is a step toward better English. Keep practicing and you will improve day by day. Now it's time for a quick practice conversation. This will help you understand how everything we learned today comes together in a real-life situation.
Yes, listen carefully and try to repeat this conversation. It's simple, natural, and perfect for beginners.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How about you?
I'm great. What's your name?
My name is Jack, and you?
I'm Liba. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Liba. Where are you from?
I'm from Pakistan. Where are you from?
I'm from Canada.
What do you do?
I'm a designer. What about you?
I'm an English podcast host and learner.
That's interesting.
See how easy that was? Just a few simple sentences created a full conversation.
The goal is not to be perfect, but to speak naturally and confidently.
Try practicing this conversation again and again until it feels easy for you.
The more you practice, the more fluent you will become.
Great job, everyone. Let's move to the next part where we give you confidence tips for beginners. Now let's talk about something very important. Confidence. Many English learners understand words and sentences, but they still hesitate when it comes to speaking.
Yes, and confidence is actually the key to improving your English speaking skills. Without confidence, even simple sentences can feel difficult.
So here are some easy and practical tips. First, speak every day, even if it's just a few sentences. Daily practice makes a huge difference.
Second, don't focus on perfection. Focus on communication. It's okay to make mistakes because mistakes help you learn faster.
Third, try thinking in English instead of translating from your native language. This will make your speaking more natural over time.
Fourth, listen and repeat. Watch English videos, podcasts, or conversations and try to repeat the same sentences aloud.
You can also practice with a friend or even talk to yourself in English about your daily routine. This builds fluency and reduces fear.
Let's also remember something important. Confidence grows with practice, not with waiting. You don't become confident first. You become confident by speaking.
Exactly. Every small effort counts. Even one sentence a day is progress.
So don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now, speak now, and improve step by step.
You're doing amazing so far. Let's finish this episode with a quick summary and goodbye. And we've reached the end of today's episode on English conversations for beginners. Let's quickly review what we learned today.
Yes, we started with basic greetings, then learned how to introduce yourself, ask simple questions, talk about daily activities, and even make new friends.
We also discussed common mistakes that beginners should avoid, and we practiced a full real-life conversation together.
And most importantly, we talked about building confidence. Because without confidence, speaking English becomes difficult, but with practice, it becomes much easier.
The key message from today's episode is simple. Start small, speak daily, and don't be afraid of mistakes. Every conversation is a step forward.
If you keep practicing these simple conversations, you will slowly but surely become more fluent and confident in English.
Thank you so much for listening to Talk Smart English podcast. We really hope this episode helped you.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more English learning content. And Jack, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next episode. Keep practicing and keep speaking English confidently.
She tore her gaze away from her ruined footwear, still very much grieving the loss, and set herself to the task of finding a dry place to stand.